Hello everyone, my name is Maisy and welcome to the channel. This is so exciting. I love these pick a card readings. So we're back again with another one. I would like to first say that if you like these videos, please subscribe and there will be more to come. So this video is going to be about what we need to be looking forward to. It's more about like what do we need to focus on in our relationships? What is blocking us from moving forward? Choose that one person that you have in your mind, and that could be a romantic connection, a platonic connection. But what blocks this connection, whatever it is, from progressing in the right way? So as usual, I have 3 stacks of cards in front of me. We have tarot and oracle cards. On top of those stacks, we have one crystal. Just take a look at the crystals, kind of figure out which one is yelling at you, which one is calling your name. For no particular reason, just whatever, it's rhyme or rhythm. And pick one and we'll get started. Group 1, welcome to your reading. This is for all of you who chose this beautiful Amazonite crystal right here. So, as usual, I will start with your tarot cards. Let's see what's blocking this connection. What is this connection about and what's going on? So we have the King of Cups to start the reading, the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords reversed, Ace of Wands, and Nine of Cups. Okay, so Aries energy, Scorpio energy, and Libra energy here. That is, and then a little bit of, oh no, that's Scorpio energy too. So there you go. Aries, Scorpio, and Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars. And if that works, then it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. We've got the King of Cups to start the reading. This would be the kind of connection that you have with this person or the person themselves. But basically the King of Cups is very stable in its emotions. It's like, I don't care what you say, like I believe in this and I know that this is right for me. So the people that we're dealing with in this connection are definitely very, what is the word? It's definitely very, like, no, I keep thinking stagnant, but that's not it. It's very authoritative or just determined in their connection. They know what they want. They know what they believe. And they're not budging from their heart's desire. So there's definitely a lot of like love in this connection and attraction, anything cup related. So love, attraction, and lust. It's very strong, especially with that king in there. Additionally, it looks like the connection itself is going well. We have the Two of Wands here. So the Two of Wands is a card of like, it's like a visionary card. Wands are about our thoughts and goals and desires for the future. And the Two of Wands in a relationship reading like this just points to the fact that these two people are like envisioning the same future. So there's definitely like a balance between what you envision and what this other person envisions. You guys have the same plan. So ultimately, like, it's looking really good up front. And then this is where we run into the problem. Here we have the Three of Wands reversed. So to me, this says the two people in this connection are doing well. And then there's like this third person, most likely the Queen of Swords over here. This third person who's kind of like in the mix and doesn't really align with the plan, whatever this is. So if this is a love connection, then someone is getting in the way of this connection based on the fact that they don't understand like why you chose this path. They don't understand why you're going on the path here with this person when they had like a different idea for you. So it's definitely like a maternal kind of vibe, especially with the Queen of Swords, which we'll get to in a minute. Or just like familial vibe, like I know what's best for you, and obviously you don't. So then we have the Five of Cups here. So this can be like, this is a loss. The Five of Cups represents grieving moments of a time when our relationships like aren't working out and we just have to let it go and it's so sad and tragic. for reasons that are outside of ourselves. So it can mean that like you have had past relationships where they haven't worked out, where it has been tragic. And I think a lot of what this person is seeing is more just like they feel like they can see into the future and they feel like they can see this happening for you again. So this kind of I don't see what you see vibe is more like because I see this and you can't. Whether or not that's true, we'll determine kind of like further down here. But the Ace of Swords says, okay, well, first of all, that means that like there is someone blocking this connection. The Ace of Swords here comes up along with the Ace of Wands. So we have two aces, which is huge. Aces are about new beginnings, and the swords are about our actions, what we do and why we do those things. They're also about logic, about how to proceed to do certain things. And then the Ace of Wands, or the Wands, are about our visions of the future, our dreams. So this says that in order to progress, there needs to be a new idea, like communal idea between these three people. Like we need to find some like common ground here. And the only way to do that, the only way to move forward is to come together, come up with a plan or just like with a vision for this story that kind of fits everyone and really makes sense to everyone. The Ace of Swords is about action. So it's not just like doing the plan or this is what the plan is. It's like here and we're going to follow through with it. So I say that the Queen of Swords, who is this is the Libra energy here, womanly, feminine, but like logical. So she approaches every situation with a plan in mind. But when she's reversed like this, it can mean that she's overbearing, she's overstepping, she's smothering. So if this is a mother, then smothering is definitely a thing here. So the three of you need to figure out how to like get to this situation where you go, okay, this is the plan. I just want you to know you're involved. So like making sure no one's left out, and just kind of proving that this is working out, that we do have a plan together, that this person is stable and able to like continue providing stability. And then we have to close the reading, we have the Nine of Cups. So I really feel like this connection isn't doomed or anything. It really can work out, but we need to figure out how to get this third party person kind of involved a little bit more. And so that like people, you just, not take her side, you like listen to her side so she feels included. So I definitely wouldn't be like, okay, well, fuck you then. It's more like, okay, I respect your opinions and I respect your thoughts. But, this is kind of the way it's going. We have to come up with something new. So the Nine of Cups definitely suggests that there's like a light at the end of the tunnel, which is great news. So let's see what else we can pick up from your oracle cards. So, okay, so we got bat energy. This is all about letting go. So I feel like you're the one who's moving forward, right? You're like off into the future with this person who's also off into the future with you, like thinking about life. And yet this person cannot let go of the past, like of this. It's like, I just saw you go through your darkest moments and I cannot bear to watch you do that again. So she's just being overly protective. And I think that's like causing some issues. And what needs to happen is that we need to let go of the past. Let it go. Okay, so this is also interesting. We got Chiron. This is a different deck. This is the Arcana of Astrology deck, an oracle deck. Chiron is the asteroid of insecurities and fears. So it's very obvious that this was targeted a big fear of yours, that past relationship, that breakup or whatever it was. It was very traumatizing for you, and it's caused you a lot of angst, and like you've had to heal over time. So that's very Chiron energy. And then we also have Virgo here, which is actually the sign that represents healing. So also on top of that, if this person is a Virgo or has Virgo in their chart, this like Libra energy woman here also has Virgo or is a Virgo, that could be a symbol of connection here. But in general, Virgo is like the self-sacrificer. Virgo is like the healer, the one who like takes on responsibility when it's not theirs to like help you transform. So I feel like this person really just feels that it is their duty to like help you heal, and maybe she finds that this person that you're with isn't helping you heal, that they're actually going to further that scar or that wound, or just like, you know, poke at it somehow down the line. And that's going to be traumatizing again for you. So it is overprotective. It is just like trying to figure out how to get both parties to feel safe. I feel like that's like really the issue. Like this person needs to feel like you're safe, needs to let go, and then you need to feel safe from their overbearing essence. Okay, so then we have the last 3 cards here. What's blocking this connection? Okay, so we have We Just Click from the King of Cups here. So I feel like this connection is very obviously natural and definitely going well. That's the We Just Click part. But then I have 2 cards that I feel really aligned with that Queen of Swords energy. We have Please Listen to My Side. This could also relate both ways because I feel like you guys are like missing one another. Please listen to my side, and then I am afraid of this love. So this person is definitely afraid of what's going on here. Definitely wanting to express her concerns, express her feelings, and expects you to listen. So it can get in the way when you're feeling like this is going so well though, and maybe it is. This person doesn't know. They can't know unless they're you, right? So I feel like at this moment in time, it's really just about not almost like appeasing that Queen of Swords person and saying, I hear you. Thank you for your concern. And then moving on. I hear you. Thank you for your concern. Let's start new chapters. Like we have to start new chapters. You have to start a new chapter here in this relationship because of this sort of uneasiness. Okay, group 1, that was your reading. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Group 2, welcome to your reading. This reading is for the selenite people. Pretty cool. I love selenite. It's always pretty. So I will start with your tarot cards, and then we will get into your oracle cards to close out the reading. Okay. So we have the Hanged Man, the Four of Swords, sorry, there's a hair. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, the World reversed, Six of Cups reversed, we have Death, the Fool, and the Eight of Cups. Okay, so we have Libra energy, Scorpio energy, and Pisces energy. Okay, we also have Neptune, Saturn, and Jupiter in the mix, and Uranus. Okay, so right away, a lot has been uncovered. The Hanged Man is a card that talks about our deepest, darkest thoughts and secrets and skeletons in the closet, stuff that we don't normally unpack for other people. We hardly unpack it for ourselves, in fact. So when it's upright, it can mean that we're actively choosing to open this Pandora's box. We're ready to try to evolve and ready to try to mend those scars. And the Four of Swords here, it's all about a waiting period. It's like we've waited a really long time to unpack this. So it is clear that like whatever is going on with this connection, there is someone who is taking time to themselves to sit with all the decisions they've made in their life, and they want to do things right for themselves. So they're trying to just hold off on making big decisions, hold off on progressing. So that's probably why you feel a stall here in this relationship. There's no progression, and that's on purpose. It's time for this person, either it's you or them, to take moments for themselves. The Wheel of Fortune also came up reversed, which is really interesting. The Wheel of Fortune is a card of fate. It's a card that speaks about unexpected changes or revolutions in our life. And when it's reversed, it can mean like bad luck, sure, but it can also mean bad timing. And I feel like it's coming up here as a bad timing card. Like it was a bad time for you to decide that you needed to work on yourself because we've been together forever and you finally thought about this now or something. But to me, this would be like, oh, I thought about it and I actually don't really want children. And then you reveal that to a person you've been with for some odd years, and they feel blindsided by this new reality that you have dropped on them. So that would be the bad timing part. Or another example of that same scenario could be like, I realized I don't want children and then I get pregnant. So just to be clear, this is not about pregnancy. I'm just using that as an example. You're not going to get pregnant. Or if you do, then, we'll see. But this is not necessarily, this doesn't necessarily mean pregnancy. I'm just using it as an example here. But the Wheel of Fortune just really kind of like comes in to mess things up. So like you've come to this period of contemplation, and then you've had this experience or this change that now throws every plan or every thought that you had before into the air again. And that's probably why we see the World reversed too. It's like what you had planned on doing in this thinking period is now kind of in the air because of something that was out of your control. So the World reversed is a card of like, it's like next steps. The World is next steps. So it's closing the chapter, moving on to the next thing. But when the World's reversed like this, it can mean like we're feeling a little nostalgic. We might be looking to the past instead of looking to the future. We might be going, hold on, I'm not really sure I want this anymore. So I feel like there's a lot of this, hold on, I'm not really sure I want this. And yet there's this bad timing situation where you kind of are feeling forced to move to the next chapter. Additionally, we have the Six of Cups reversed, which is always for me an indication of like looking backwards on our childhood, on like what's happened in the past. So it could be that this person is someone really close to you from like childhood, and now you're kind of feeling like you guys aren't in the right headspace anymore, that you're different or something like that. But you feel like you can't move on to the next step, and it's partially because of something that happened in the past or someone in your family, because Six of Cups is childhood and family. So there is some like disconnect regarding what you want and desire, what current life is giving you, and what the family's opinion or just this long-term childhood connection that you feel responsible for. It would be like we've been friends for 10 years and now you're saying like, you're totally opposite from what you have been for the past 10 years, and that could ruin the friendship. So I feel like the block here it's like big. It's like you were together or friends or something for a really, really long time, and then something happened that threw it up all in the air. And now the disparities between you two are just too big because we've got this Hanged Man situation, which is like deep revelations, deep understanding of one's self. So I feel like it is a pretty tough thing that you're going through right now. And it does look like there is some chance for no repair because we have the Eight of Cups here to close the reading. This doesn't necessarily like mean that it's going to end definitely, but The Eight of Cups is a card that like speaks on we've tried our hardest to make this go forward, and we just can't try anymore. There's no more trying. There's nothing more that we can do. It's just a dead end. So you have to just let it go, which is really sad and tragic, but there is a possibility for that here. Unless you're able to get to this point where you have the Death card, where you experience just like a rebirth or a renewal in some way. The Death card is always about rebirth. For me, it's like more transformational, like it's that moment where you're ending one chapter and moving on to the next, so it's like a limbo period. The World does say that you're stagnant right now, like you're blocked from moving into the limbo period. So somehow getting here would help. And then I think one thing that does help in doing that is what this card is for. We have the Fool here. And the Fool is about taking chances. It's about taking uncalculated risks. Saying, you know, I'm not even going to think about the consequences. I'm going to go for it. So maybe someone needs to really seriously make a move here, or else this relationship is kind of doomed forever. This would be like having a childhood friend, or just a friend for 10 years, and then something happens out of your control, and all of a sudden you're just not able to connect anymore. I mean, we're in a very turbulent time. COVID and politics, and I know that there are a lot of people out there who are losing friendships and losing relationships, and so it kind of feels like this to me, where you just can't see eye to eye on something, and it's bigger than you, so it can be really hard to overcome. So I would say that somebody needs to make a move, especially if you're in a no talking period, like a no contact period. Someone has to make a bold move, take a risk, or else you risk losing this person. And that someone could be you. That's probably what the cards are saying. So for our oracle cards, we have Fox as the energy card. This card is about revealing secrets, and it can also be about monogamy. So I feel like you two are very bonded, like friendship-wise or romantically or whatever, but you just have a really strong connection that shouldn't go to waste. So Fox is here to say, like, don't, like, be grateful for what you had, and try to work it out. Don't let it slip away. So that's monogamy. And then like the telling the truth part is kind of this Fool card here. Like someone needs to speak up and like take a risk and reveal. So, okay, it's the next three we have, the next two we have New Moon and Fourth House. So this is like, whatever this connection is, it feels very familial to you. So if it's a best friend, this could be a brother, like in your heart, you know, they're like a sister to you, they're like a brother to you or whatever. Or they could be your actual brother or sister or some sort of family thing, but the fourth house is domestic. And then the new moon just screams new beginnings. Like it's time to set new intentions. It's time to set a goal for this relationship. Like I feel like it has been like resting in limbo for quite some time in this stage. Sorry, my dog. But yeah, it's just like, I just feel like some life needs to be lived into it again in order for it to grow, or else it'll die. So lastly, we have you are part of my story. So look at that. Like you two both feel that you guys are intricately connected. Like this is not something to let go of. This is not something to take for granted. You're part of their story. And then the other one is I feel conflicted. So everyone seems to be feeling a little conflicted here on what to do and how to address this. But I do think, regardless of who reaches out, if somebody reaches out, that will be favorably taken. It's almost like there's just so much that's happened, you don't even know where to start. And that can be daunting. But in this case, someone needs to start, and soon, because it is on its last legs right now. but it can happen. It can work out as long as someone takes a leap. Okay, group 2, that is your reading. I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you next time. Hello, group 3. Welcome to your reading. This is for the Celestite people. Very pretty. Okay, so I'm going to start with your tarot cards, and then we will go into your oracle cards. So let's see what's up with this connection. We have the 9 of Swords, the 6 of Wands, the 5 of Pentacles, Temperance, Page of Swords, King of Wands, 3 of Cups reversed, 2 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so it's always so interesting how these turn out because they're always so different from one another. They all have different stories. Okay, so we have the 9 of Swords to start out. So this is the Nightmare card, or just kind of the card of angst and worry and woe and nervousness and overthinking. It keeps you up at night. So there's something going on with this connection that is like worrying you to death. Like you cannot stop thinking about it. Whether it's real or imagined, it is there in your head and anxiety is taking over and you can't help it. So that's a tough place to be. I'm very well versed in that area. So I understand. It's the worst. But the one thing that I will say that is really great is that we got the 6 of Wands next. So it's like, here you are, here's how you're feeling, and yet 6 of Wands says everything is fine. So I think that you are overthinking a bit about this whole thing. Everything is going well. Everything is pointing in the right direction. But the 9 of Swords, it can be such a hard feeling to shake off. And I think that you're just kind of letting your emotions get to you. 5 of Pentacles comes up, and I think this is where it really stems. It's like right now, everything is going great. Everything's going great, but you did hit a 5 of Pentacles moment where you felt like you lost everything. It could be financial. This is financial loss, but it can also just be like a breakup and now you're back together and you're trying again, and that trauma is still like with you. But there's something that happened in the past in this relationship that is blocking the way forward, like trust-wise. I think that you're not really on board yet. It's hard for you to let go, which is fair because it does look like something happened that was a breach of trust, and that's been difficult for you. And I do see like we've got the Temperance card. That's emotional balance or imbalance. It looks like you're really trying to make sure your emotions don't outweigh your head. So I know you're trying, but it does look like you're not succeeding as well as you could be. But Temperance says that, like, you know, logically that what you're feeling is illogical. So at least you do know that. Like, at least you do trust in this person, at least a little bit, in the fact that we can move forward without worrying, or move forward without breaching trust again. We have, to describe the two people in this relationship, we have the Page of Swords reversed, which I think is you. And then we have King of Wands. Okay, so these two together are like very tough because we have, I forgot to mention this, what we've got going on here. We got a lot of different energies. We got Taurus, Capricorn, Leo, Gemini, Sagittarius. We have all of it. Sagittarius. So it could resonate with a lot of people. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is another Leo card. And then Page of Swords represents all the air signs. So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So the Page of Swords is someone who is younger or more immature on the inside, and who has yet to learn everything that she needs to learn. So when she is reversed like this, it means she overthinks. Like, since swords are actions, an upright Page of Swords would be someone who goes after what she wants, doesn't think about consequences, doesn't care. But reverse, it can mean I overthink everything. I can't act on what I'm feeling because I feel like I might be wrong or something like that. And then the King of Wands is very high energy. This person is vibrant and a leader and really really just good at what he does, and he can also be a little manipulative if he's being cornered. So I feel like you may be someone in this relationship who is asking a ton of questions, waiting for assurance or feedback, or like, yes, we're fine, or yes, let's do it. Like, and this person is just like, stop asking me. Like, you should know what you want, or you should know what to do. So there is a little tension here regarding like just that, regarding your own insecurities. That's just important to remember. This is regarding your own insecurities among this person who feels so stable in the relationship as it stands. So this might speak a little bit more to like what happened in the past, but we have the Three of Cups reversed. To me, whenever I see this in a relationship reading, it can mean boundaries have been broken regarding emotions. So it can be cheating, but it can also be a little bit more innocent like that, like emotional cheating, or like divulging secrets to someone else who you know is interested in you, like that kind of thing. So the Three of Cups says there was something here that broke your trust emotionally, and now you're trying to recover from that, and that is so hard to recover from. And this person is like, I know what I want you, especially because wands are those desires. So he's like there, you know, he's with you, but it can be really hard to shake. So here we get into the last bit of the reading where it's actually looking up for you. We have the Two of Pentacles. Gotta love seeing the Two of Pentacles in a relationship reading. And that is because this card is all about like foundation. It's pentacles, so it is foundation and worth and growth and stability. So when you have two pentacles together, that in a relationship reading, that means like two people are creating this stable environment. They're like balancing one another out. So it does look very positive for you both. Additionally, we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a new beginning, starting a new foundation of something that will last long term. And then the High Priestess is just a reminder to listen to your intuition. Like in these moments when you're freaking out, you know deep down that you are freaking out, that you are overreacting, or you are letting your emotions get the best of you. The High Priestess, like when you have those moments, think about the High Priestess, because she is all about our intuition, our gut feelings, and you know deep down that everything is okay. So that's the advice from tarot. Let's see what we have regarding our oracle cards. Okay, so we have Shark to start that. Shark energy is about going deep. It is about, I mean, when I say go deep, it can mean like revealing, you know, our deepest stuff. But in this case, I think going deep means letting go so you go deep. Like letting go so your heart falls deep. It is the time to stop worrying so much. It's the time to let go and see where your heart takes you. We also have, oh, and I love this. Okay, we also have Jupiter and solar eclipse here. Solar eclipse is just intense emotion. It is all about just like transformation, first of all, and also intense emotion. And Jupiter is the planet of abundance and luck, and also growth. So wherever Jupiter goes, it just makes everything bigger. So basically Jupiter is coming in to say, transform big, feel big. And additionally, since this card is about luck, I would say you guys have luck on your side. Okay, so in the last two cards we have, I made so many mistakes, which is obvious. Like we can, I love that lined up, but we can tell like this person made mistakes in the past. I made so many mistakes, but I am watching you from afar. So if you're in a no contact situation, know that this person is definitely still interested, still watching, still waiting for that moment where you let them back into your life. They want this, definitely. So I would say giving them a second chance would be beneficial for you. Like it would work out in the end. So yeah, don't overthink it. Just go with your heart. I think it's safe to do that here. And that's it. Thank you for the reading, and I will